Welcome to Live with Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple. The show will be starting shortly. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Now please welcome the paranormal couple, Cody and Satori.
I love that song. It's so cute.
That's a good one.
I love it. Hello, everybody. It's been a minute, I think. We actually were live recently with members of Tap's family.
Yeah.
So that was just the other day.
Yeah, last Tuesday.
So I guess we haven't been completely missing.
We haven't.
No.
Yeah, we've been here kind of.
Yeah, pardon our coughs. If you guys hear us coughing our lungs out tonight, we're okay. We've just both been sick. We got hit at the same time with like a sick. This is the only way I can decide. Just all I know it is. I don't know exactly what it was, but it hit us like a truck. And Cody had a bad fever. We both had a cough, so I'm glad that we're okay now. Didn't think we were going to survive it, but we did. So,
Barely.
You guys, you couldn't get away from us. You're stuck with us. We overcame this so we could keep annoying you guys for as long as we're alive. Forever. Forever and ever.
The fever is what really affected me.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did.
I was hallucinating.
Yeah, you weren't making much sense. Well, you kind of weren't making much sense at all.
Yeah, no.
There were times where
just
you were
made
just
me feel like really like blah.
Yeah. At one point you yelled at me about something like in dream state. Like it wasn't like you were mad at me, but you were trying to tell me something.
Oh.
You were talking about somebody named Jean. I don't know who that was.
Jeez.
But it was like you were very passionate about it. And then I kind of realized from there, yeah, you're not doing too well. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh my gosh, there's so many people in the chat already.
Ribbit.
It's almost like you guys missed us. Stop.
Well, I'm sure it's probably best that we're seeing each other virtually. So
I know.
No one gets sick.
You guys don't want to be around me.
Hopefully everyone else is feeling okay. So
yeah.
Welcome to the show. As everyone's coming in, we are very sorry to hear that.
I did send you a message. Hopefully you saw it, Barbara. Let me know if you didn't.
So while everyone's coming in, welcome to the show. If you haven't been here before, my name is Cody. That's Satori, and we have a show.
Our problem. That's what we are. That's a good way to end that.
So we go live every other Thursday night, and this show goes from 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, and starting at 9:15, we do what's called our bonus show, and that is for our museum members. So if you don't know, Satori and I, we have a haunted museum full of about, I don't even know, hundreds of objects from around the world. We kind of lost count after a while, and basically, we have this membership program where you can become a member of the museum. It helps support and fund the museum, and it also helps the objects out as well. And we get to send you some goodies in return, depending on what tier that you're a part of. So huge shout out to the museum members. We have a few people that aren't even on this list yet, but thank you. There's a lot of people there, which I'm surprised about.
Yes.
So, thank you. We appreciate it.
We will get you on that list soon. Again, we've been just very sick, so we will get back to everything.
Yeah.
But during our sick, we had some big things happen. I had a jewelry drop, another jewelry drop. We're wearing some of the jewelry that's currently for sale on handmadebyhaws.com right now. I have a double flash, super intricately designed labradorite necklace. Cody's actually wearing the Gryffindor Hogwarts house necklace. So I definitely,
Gryffindor.
I don't know. I feel like you're kind of a Hufflepuff, to be honest.
No, I like Gryffindor.
I think you're both. You're kind of like both. I don't know. So that happened. So check that out if you haven't already. We do have something still up, definitely. So consider checking that out. It helps my mom and I fund our little small business dream. So we appreciate it. We also had the drop of our book.
The book.
The book.
You want to hold it?
Yeah, sure. I'll hold it. hi, this is the book. That's all we're going to call it, the book. It does have a big name, Archives of the Paranormal, and it's our case file. Did you see how I just kind of looked through the book? Did you see that hole
weird.
in it?
That's because it's a portal.
Yeah, it's because it's a portal. So this is an accumulation of case files we have. Hello. With some of like the personal information changed, like, you know, names and things like that from people that donated items, so we can respect their privacy. But it's full of the case files, some stories, kind of summarizing the case files, some fun facts that you guys may not have known about paranormal. It's definitely set up with a more visual, I guess, more visual in mind. We didn't want to just give you kind of boring pages to read. I kind of find them boring. Cody kind of find it boring if there's not a lot of things to look at. So
here's Jolene's chapter here. So see, it'll give you a little short story, and then you get to the actual case file. And then when you open the case file, it's like you're reading one of our case files. There's nice.
Oh my gosh, Jolene's see-through because of the green.
Oh yeah, she has
her
green
outfit.
on it, so because of the green screen. But you get to flip through the case file and read a little bit about Jolene. So there's 21 case files in this book, which is really neat.
It's going to be kind of a different read. You guys may be expecting more, I guess, I don't know, like a nice flow of words and things like that, but it kind of has a little bit of everything. You're going to get our bullet point notes, so it's going to kind of be accurate to what you would actually see in our case files. It's literally a copy with just some of the basic personal information changed. So be prepared to read something a little bit different. The way it's set up is different than other paranormal books.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
We tried to make sure that there wasn't like any blank space on pages. So we threw in different paranormal facts. Like people always ask us what tips we give clients when they contact us on how to deal with a haunted house or haunted object, or how to properly get rid of it from the location if that's something we're interested in. So we say how to do that, how to cleanse, all different things like that. So we tried to really fill it up with a bunch of different stuff. And the main feedback we're getting so far is we need to do another book on dark stuff.
Yeah, you guys want more dark items. So because we don't take those out very much. So we're definitely already considering what items we would be putting into the dark room book. So we're working on that right now. I can't wait to get mine. Oh, yes. So there's different places you can get them. Barnes and Noble, Amazon. They're going to be in bookstores soon, select bookstores soon. And we do have some for sale on my handmadebyhawes.com, but there is delayed shipping with those because there's the option to get them signed as well. So it does take a little bit longer for us this round to get the books and then send them out. We won't have that issue again. It's just the first round. So thank you for being patient with us while we wait.
Yeah. So it's been fun. So we also will have them at our upcoming events that we are going to be a part of. We have, of course, the Primitive Crow event coming up on March 22nd. That one is sold out. That sold out really fast. Yeah. So Primitive Crow is sold out, but we'll have copies of the book there. And if you want to bring a book that you already purchased, of course, we'll sign it for you if you want. But it may devalue the book.
It might.
So just a warning. So we have that, and then we have this is a new event for us. So the Midwest Metaparacon.
Yeah, I've never been to this one.
Yeah, that's coming up in April, I believe, right? April 11th to the 13th is the Midwest Metaparacon. And if you plan on going, if you use that code, that promo code PARACOUPLE, all capital letters, you'll get 10% off your admission ticket. That's a pretty good deal. So thank you to them for doing that. And we also have the Parapsychon, May 16th to the 18th. We had a really good time at this convention last year, and we're really looking forward to going back.
This convention, and I love everybody that helps put this convention on. I think it's really good energy all around that's kind of running and putting this event together. It's going towards, a really good thing. So I really like being at this convention. If you guys are going to be in Ohio, definitely come hang out with us.
And if you like French fries, I love French fries, right? Seems kind of random. I love French fries.
Yeah, that is kind of random.
But let me tell you, some of the best French fries I've ever had was in a food truck. There in the parking lot of Parapsychon.
Yes, it was.
It gave me a big bucket of French fries, like that big. And I don't know if it was the way they cooked them, if it's because they cooked in a food truck. I don't know, but they were really good. So I'm hoping they're there again, and I'm going to be sad if they're not.
Hello.
The cool thing is with that one, Parapsychon, we are going to be bringing a few objects that are featured in the book to the convention. And I know John Zaffis, who wrote one of the foreword for the book here, is going to be bringing some objects as well.
Oh, no, it's going to be too much trouble. Us and John Zaffis in the same area never ends up being peaceful. It's always chaotic. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Hello.
Hello. So
Aww.
behind, hi. No hearse man. Oh, that was cool too. Last year they had like dozens of hearses, all different years and styles, and they had them all like lining the parking lot. It was really, really cool to look at, but not this year, which is sad. That was a cool thing, but we're gonna have a great time anyway. And Jason's gonna be there too. Jason, so he's always he was always a blast last year. We had a good time with him.
Everyone's saying hi to each other in the chat.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. So for this episode, we always usually show an item from the museum, but because the book was such a big part of the past couple of weeks, we didn't pick a singular object. We brought the book. So so we thought we'd show you the book and kind of give you a little close up of what it looks like and what we've been doing over the past year or so working on this thing. And then we'll jump in, and it'll kind of give us a few more minutes for questions and things like that, because last time we went live, we were kind of rushing. So we have Aaron and Ken behind the scenes, of course, giving a little star if there's any questions. So just be patient, and we'll try to answer all of them. I see a few of them piling up. Here's one from our patron Devin. This is for Satori. Did you like Austin's questions on his interview?
Yeah, they were creative. I find it funny when people I know personally interview me and Cody and I, because the questions aren't kind of the basic paranormal questions you get while you're being interviewed. His questions were definitely catching me off guard. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely, and you want to laugh, feel free to go check out his video and his channel. I probably sounded very mean now that I think about it with some of my answers, but that's just how we kind of are as a family. We have a very interesting sense of humor. So if I come off mean, I probably sort of meant it, but it was also my humor. So
do you have a favorite page or a favorite case file?
I think it's the last one. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
The monkey one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, you should show it.
Show it?
You can show it real quick. Yeah.
Okay. So it is a monkey's paw. So that is, I believe, the last case file in the book. I think that's how we structurally set it up. And I love the way it looks. I love how thank you. Stop. You're hyping me up. Stop it. And we actually were able to kind of like, I guess, digitize, but make it into what it looks like in the original note that was given to us with this item. So you guys are gonna get a lot of information, and there's photos of us together, which I love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you want me to read something?
Your mom took those photos.
She did. No,
you don't have to read anything. I just was wondering what your favorite thing was.
Mine is the monkey's paw. What's yours?
Oh, I like Jolene. I love Jolene.
Of course you do. I also like the whistle. And for people that are reading, I won't give much away, but I like the whistle too, and I think you'll enjoy that story. We got some questions.
Let's see here.
Do you have the Mystic Forest Oracle cards? I don't believe I do. To be quite honest with you, I have so many that I will actually double check that. What's funny is with Oracle cards, I don't necessarily choose based off of like the name or not even really the theme. Most of the time I'll walk into a shop and I'll just feel drawn to these like cards, and I'll just walk over and be like, these are mine. And that's how I find my oracle deck. I feel like more if my energy is drawn to it, I need to have it rather than if I like it, visually, which is kind of funny.
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, but I have so many. And I've also been gifted some from people, which are really interesting as well. So maybe I'll do that one bonus show. I'll take some of the cards out and show people my different decks.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing some of that on bonus show tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing basic card pull readings, oracle readings for people, and advice card readings. So that's on the Patreon bonus show tonight.
Nice. Okay, Trub Rep, peace, love, and happiness to all. I need help finding where I can get info on clairsentience. Please and thank you. So that is the ability to have like phantom sense, and instead of being clairvoyant or clairaudient is when you hear things, clairsentient is when you smell things. So that's interesting.
I believe so. Yeah.
So finding info on clairsentience. So I don't know any books off the top of my head on clairsentience.
I know there's a lot of online outlets.
Oh, of course, yeah. There's a lot of online outlets, but I would. Clairsentience is when you feel things. My least favorite ability.
Yeah, it's like it's senses.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So
I know you're more on the equipment side of things.
What's the smelling one?
What? Hold on, let me search up. Because I don't honestly, I'm more of the clairvoyant. I know a lot about clairvoyant. I do know about the clairsentient. Definitely online outlets. A lot of online outlets.
I don't even know how to say that. Maybe you should talk to Aaron.
Cody is the equipment guy. So to be quite frank, Cody, if you ask him about crystals, intuition, healing, things like that, he will not know too much about it. I definitely recommend a couple. I can find a couple of online sources. If you email us, I can try. Erin is also Erin Bush. She has a show that I think maybe she has either covered it or might cover it at some point in the future. I think you should definitely contact her. I love the different Satori and Codys that are popping up. It's so funny. I love that because it's just, I'm like, wait, Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple stuff?
Alliance?
Don't hurt yourself. Please don't hurt yourself. Now the paranormal couples haunted museum and Satori and Cody are battling it out. Did you see that? They think that's pretty cool. What's going on? This is our first time getting back to things in a while. But yeah, so I can definitely reach out.
But thanks for the question.
I know some. Definitely send me a message.
All right.
Are you doing anything more local?
We would love to, Robin. We'd love to see you. We can, you can just like message us and we can meet up, right?
That is true. I will say we are in some works with some things right now, so we'll keep you posted. I don't have anything set in stone yet, but just we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we want to see you soon though. Here's another question. Are you two going to investigate Trans-Allegheny and Waverly Hill?
There have been mentions about us going there. We do not have anything set yet. Like I mentioned previously, kind of the same situation. But I am definitely going to look into those. We do have some locations set up. I know some people have been like, when are you going to do your method again? When are you going to investigate again? Because it has been a while. And it's not that we're avoiding anything. It's that we've just been so busy with everything. And also getting into locations, especially in winter in the New England, is especially hard. So we do have some locations set up where we are going to be investigating the way you guys know and love. That's just in the next coming weeks. So hold on. We got a couple this month. So please hold.
We're working on it.
We will get it to you.
Right. You ready to jump into it?
Yeah, I kind of blabbed a lot. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right.
You ready?
I forgot what the next segment is, but let's go.
All right. It'll be a surprise.
Okay, so this segment, so for people that do not know the show, we're sorry, it's so unstructured. We don't know what we're doing. We're kind of just blabbing to you guys. So this segment, we have questions for each other that we either wrote up ourselves or we found online, because I will admit there are some that I got inspiration from online and I cheated a little bit. And we are going to ask each other these questions and you're going to get our dumb responses in real time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Or if you want to answer these questions yourselves, feel free to do so in the chat. Okay. Who's going first?
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could, okay, this is a good one since what we were just talking about. I said you were the techie guy. If you could create like a brand new piece of paranormal equipment or like a new tool or something with no limitations whatsoever, it will work. What would you do? Like, what would you make?
Like a pair of goggles that you put on that you can see into different spectrums.
Really?
Yeah, or different dimensions rather than spectrums.
I would try to create something where it's like almost like you can make almost like a phone call. You could pick up a phone and talk to spirits on the other side. Yeah, I know, but like you have to admit the process of having to go through the alphabet a million times is not only annoying for us, but you can tell it's annoying for them. Spirit. So I know it works, but it's kind of annoying on both of our ends. So I feel like it would be really cool if we could just make it easier and get like a phone and we could just pick it up and you will vocally be able to communicate back and forth. I feel like that would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd rather see it. I want to see it though, because I mean, we've heard EVP and we've talked spirit boxes and things like that, but we're lacking on the visual aspect of it, I think.
That's true, but also I feel like some of these spirits I would be terrified to see in person, because there are some spirits we have talked to that have not been very nice. So like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes spirits can present themselves in ways that are scary to try to intimidate and scare people. And I feel like if we could see them all the time, they would do that more often. If they had an attitude, like let's say I didn't want to talk to you, you annoy me and I wanted to get you to stop. I would show myself as the scariest possible thing I could to keep you from interacting with me.
Yeah.
So part of me's like, I don't know if I want to see a spirit all the time. There are people that are mediums, supposedly. And I say supposedly because I am very skeptical of mediums. Not to say that I think they're fake. I just think that mediumship and psychic abilities has been, I don't know, some people have taken it and really run with it. That's the best way I can put it. So I'm skeptical, but there are people that say they can just see other spirits, and sometimes they explain them in so much detail, it's terrifying. I would not want to see it myself. Sometimes they say they see entities, especially since I saw something recently down here. Yeah, I don't want to see that ever again. That terrified me, and I usually am my cool, so I don't know if I'd want to see a spirit.
Well, I guess it would be it would be like, you don't have to look through the goggles if you don't want to, just like no one has to go ghost hunting if they don't want to. It's one of those things where, know. But that's what I would have no problem looking into those goggles. Because you don't only see spirit, you'll see other things as well.
That's true.
Like the sceneries and everything else.
Alan says, could you make a typewriter type device that picks up the sound vibration of the tapping when you do your method? That's actually a really cool idea. Could you make a typewriter that picks up the sound and vibration? So the only issue with that is there are times, and I believe it's most of the time, if not all the time, we have put like geophones, if you've ever seen a geophone, down by us, and you will hear the sound, but the geophone won't go off. Or if it does, very sensitively, like even if we breathe, it'll just go off. So that's the issue. The geophone, I think, can be a hassle, but I don't know if you could pick up the vibration. The sound, maybe. That would be really cool.
Ghost Stop made a device where it has a screen that goes through the alphabet, and it has a geophone device built into it. And we actually have one now that we were playing with. And basically just automatically goes through the alphabet. And then if it senses a knock, it takes the letter and puts it at the bottom. It spells out words. But we've had issues with that because, one, the spirits have told us that they can't see LCD screens. And two, It just wasn't as I guess dialed in as we would need it to be. And
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, and 3
for us.
Half the time we were hearing knocking and it wasn't registering, like Satori was saying.
I love the concept, and I love that piece of equipment. And I feel like for other people, it would work really well. For an investigator, that would work really well. Our situation is just so odd that we're still trying to figure out how it works. So that's the kind of thing where we have to try different pieces of equipment. Again, like Cody said, with the screen issue, they can't really see screens. We tried to show spirits we've talked to our cell phone screens and been like, hey, can you tell me about this? Or is this you? Or something. And they've been like, I can't see that. I don't know what you're trying to show me. So that's interesting. I don't know if there's a way that we could, and that's why we say human Ouija board a lot, because they can see the letters. If you have them drawn out, written out on blocks, we've had them see the letters on blocks and things. And so I think we need to find a mix between old school writing and that.
Yeah.
So I like how we're talking about paranormal theories all together right now.
I like it. All right, let's see what I got.
Oh my God, we're only on the first question.
If you could only have one ghost follow you around for the rest of your life, who or what would it be and why?
Wait, what was the question? I zoned out.
If you could only have one ghost follow you around for the rest of your life, who or what would it be and why?
It could be anybody.
Yeah.
I'd want it to be somebody really funny. Because can you imagine your life being narrated by like the ghost of a comedian or just like someone with a really big personality?
I'd like the ghost of like Chris Farley.
Can you imagine doing something stupid and you hear the ghost talking to you and you're like, yeah, well, you messed that one up. Like, just commentary your entire life. That would be so funny. I think that would be funny.
It's a good idea.
And then you're arguing with yourself, but nobody can see who you're arguing with.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I think so.
Funny. Robin Williams. That's
super funny. You can get impressions just all the time. He's doing impressions. That would be so much fun.
Let's check the chats quick. One from Angie. Do you investigate in the Pacific Northwest? Not yet, but we'd love to. I'd love to get to Washington. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, we've been on the West Coast once. So
yeah, that was for ghost hunters.
No, that was for ghost hunters. Hopefully we can get back out there again. I'm going to be honest, we don't have much. We can't really afford to get out there right now. So we're trying. Hopefully soon.
There's a website for the jewelry.
It's handmadebyhawes.com. All one word, handmadebyhawes.com. And it has different tabs. There's different collection tabs, different kinds of jewelry tabs, and about tabs. So you'll find everything you need there. Definitely check it out, explore it, see if you like anything. And if you don't see anything you like, send me a message.
Did you heard about Staticom? Yes, absolutely. So we actually did a couple sessions with Ron and Lourdes. Like they came to the Conjuring House once or twice, and we did our method in conjunction with the Staticom experiment once. So yeah, very interesting stuff.
Can I ask you a question now?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were a ghost and messing with someone's Ouija board game, what would you spell out?
Run.
That's all you would do?
Yeah, run.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's not as exciting. Like I would spell out like demon. You know how fast those people would run if you spelled out like demon. That's why I don't always believe that it's demonic.
That would be hope, because the demon's not going to come through and say it's a demon.
I don't know, because some people would just believe it, and I don't think everything's evil. So if I feel like most of the time it's people just pretending to be evil. People can be evil. So I feel like I would do that just to see what would happen.
I wouldn't believe it.
Behind you.
Yeah, I like that.
Or something. I don't know.
Run.
I don't know. Everybody in the chat, write what you think you would put on a Ouija board, please.
All right, let's see what I got here. If you could do one thing at your funeral to let everyone know you're there, what would you do?
I'm coughing. I'm sorry. That was a bad cough. I don't know. You know what I would do? I would do something super petty where if someone that was at the funeral that I didn't like, I would make sure that everybody knew that my spirit was there and that I didn't like that person. Like, it's just something weird would happen. I don't know. Maybe there's already like, oh, I don't know. That's hard. What would you do
I
while I'm
would hack
thinking?
the sound system and start playing random music. Remember, so I won't say whose funeral, we were, whose we were at for their privacy, but someone, we're friends with. We went to their funeral, their family member's funeral, and we were sitting there during the priest is up there doing his service, and all of a sudden it was a big funeral home, so there must have been multiple funerals going on at the same time throughout the building, and they must have pumped the wrong sound into the wrong room, because in the middle of this priest talking, this guitar solo just whipped out in the middle of it, and everyone's looking around.
Everybody thought it was funny. We're not horrible people, I promise. Well, we could be. I don't know. But everybody thought it was funny because we were all paranormal people. So it was really funny.
And I know the woman that passed away would have absolutely loved it, because I would have loved it too. It would have been.
But can you imagine sitting there and all of a sudden you're like, and you're just like, whoa, was not prepared for that. I'm glad you kept a straight face telling that story. My gosh. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I would say Baby Shark. It gets the song stuck in people. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Baby Shark. Do, 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 do. Okay. Let's say. Okay. What is the least intimidating haunted object you can think of right now?
Least intimidating object?
Yeah. Let's say there's a haunted object. And it's just like the least intimidating, funniest thing to be haunted. What comes to mind? Oh my God, you fixed your glasses? You're at that stage of wearing glasses?
Well,
that was so professional. I loved it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Least
I think it would be like a Beanie Baby.
Really?
Can you imagine just like somebody has a Beanie Baby crawling towards them in the middle of the night?
Maybe like a shell or something.
A shell? Oh my God.
Haunted by like a hermit crab?
You'd wonder if there was a hermit crab in it, and it would slowly keep coming towards you and you wouldn't know. It just follows you around.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Thank you. Yeah, we're so sorry for what you all have to endure. Hello.
We're not as hyper tonight.
No.
We're sick, so if you're just joining us, we're sick still.
Do you have a question for me? Oh. Did you choose an object? You didn't even choose an object. That's how you know we're sick.
A shell.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did.
That's how you know we're sick.
Yeah, that's how you know we're sick.
All right. Let's say you meet an alien and they bring you to their planet. What is the first thing you do?
I wouldn't do the whole take me to your leader. I'd be like, give me a tour. I'd ask to go see, do they have water? Do they survive off of water? Do they have tourist attractions? Because I would be a tourist. I would want to know, like, instead of the biggest ball of yarn, they have like the biggest blob. Like, I'd want to go check it out. Bring me to all your tourist traps, please.
I don't know what I would do. I think just going for a ride in a spaceship would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but you already did that.
Yeah, but I would just want to keep going for a ride.
Like, what if they ride around in bubbles? In bubbles, dog. Like, what if?
That'd be cool.
That would be super cool.
I'm down.
Tell that Pluto isn't actually a planet. I believe Pluto's a planet. We could debate this right now.
I'm not getting in the middle of that.
A lot of people are asking, what is there to eat?
What's there for dinner?
But what if you can't eat the things they want to eat?
I know. What if they eat humans?
That's why they brought us to the planet. What if like the food was just toxic to humans?
Could be. What kind of pets do they have? That's a good one.
I have a feeling they're terrifying compared to ours. Can you imagine an alien showing us what kind of pet they have and it's like terrifying and we're like, we have these. And it's just a puppy.
What if it's a human?
Oh my gosh. You're scaring me. Stop it. A lot of you guys have really good points. You guys have really good points. I see some comments. I'm not gonna say them, but that was funny. Is it my turn?
Your turn. Yeah.
How much more time do we have before
You
this
can
gets annoying?
ask one more, and then we'll go to the next one.
Okay. I don't know. What's the weirdest thing you ever tried to do to communicate with a spirit before we figured out we could do what we could do? Say that 10 times fast. Like before we figured out we could do the thing we do. The thing.
Probably singing. Maybe
Singing?
singing, yeah. They've had me sing a few times to try chorusing spirit out.
I mean, you got weird stuff before we kind of met. So I can believe like that there were already weird things happening, obviously. But I'm sure there were times where you just had to like do really stupid stuff.
Yeah, I get singing, I guess, would be the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Singing or dressing up. We've dressed up before.
Really?
Oh, plenty of times.
I love that.
We've dressed up in costumes and things like that.
I think that's not really weird. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
One time, my family owned a haunted hotel.
Just bought the Gryffindor necklace.
Oh, thank you. Now you're going to have to take that off.
Bought it right off my neck.
Take that off. Get that off right
this
now.
one?
That is the one. That is the one. My family owned a haunted hotel. And growing up, I had my first paranormal experiences in this hotel. And one day we were all goofing off, and being kids, you don't know all the ropes yet of paranormal investigating. You're just being goofy. And one time we were like, we're going to get a spirit to do something, you know, because you're dumb and you're children. And we're like, oh, we're not scared of you. And there were definitely all different kinds of spirits in this building. And I remember, I think I was with my brothers and maybe a cousin. And we were in this hallway and we're like, we're not scared of you. Do something. And all of a sudden we heard, "Brah!" And it sounded like it was an echo right around us, but it sounded like a man doing that. But not now looking back, it was really funny. And I have a feeling that spirit was just being really funny and trying to get us out of their space because they were annoyed and they thought that was the funniest way to do it. And I remember all of us running. We booked it so fast out of there. So that was kind of the dumb stuff I did when I was a little kid.
Twilight Zone episode of visitors from another planet came in and took people who willingly went with them. They had a book, How to Serve Man, which turned out to be a cookbook.
Oh!
That's interesting.
Oh, geez.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Last time I watched
your other dinner? Huh?
Said last time I watched The Twilight Zone was when I was sick.
Unlock this door with the key of imagination.
Awesome.
Beyond it, another dimension.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
Not only of
Here
sight
we go.
and sound, but of mind.
Here we
Entering
go.
a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas you just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
I really had to sit through and listen to that whole thing.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it,
you know what my dad remembers, and I don't know if he's watching this?
Sight and sound,
the
but of
Ninja
mind.
Turtles.
Hmm?
My dad knows like the Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtles
I don't know
thing.
that.
Like, I don't know if it's like the opener or whatever, but he can just recite that. I don't know why.
I think I've heard him do it before.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't everybody here. I'm gonna say don't tell him I said that, and you guys are all gonna go to his video and say that. So
All right,
oh
you ready to go to the next
almost
segment?
ended the show. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Dying. Oh gosh. Guys,
right.
this is gonna be the last of me. All right,
No.
is this one?
What?
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Jeez. Can't work in these kind of conditions.
All right. So if you haven't been here before, I'll let Satori catch your breath. So this is Satori's segment, and what's going to happen is she's going to pull a couple cards for a couple random people, and if you want to participate in this, just write the word "me" in the comments. I already see a bunch of people coming in.
You guys already know this drill. And if we didn't choose you, do not be discouraged. We do this every live stream we do, every live show. And we're also doing card readings on Patreon tonight. So for patrons, we're going to be doing it anyway.
So we're not picking who it is. Erin's doing it, and she picked Jennifer.
All right.
Jennifer Elliott.
So it's just basic readings. I'm just going to tell you what the cards I get mean, and then we're going to pull an advice card, okay? So keep it with you. All right, so the first card I got was New Beginnings. That usually means something big is about to happen in your life. A chapter is about to change. Something may come to a close, but it's ultimately opening up a new door leading to something new. I did get the Spirit Guide card. Usually that Spirit Guide card appears when there's people on the other side or the metaphysical world that have everything handled for you, and they want you to know that they have everything handled. Everything's being set in stone. Pay attention to synchronicities. That's their way of getting you messages through symbols, animals, feelings, ideas, dreams, things like that. So keep that in mind. They're going to be guiding you heavily moving forward right now. I did get like a let go, forgive kind of card. So that's kind of meaning anything that's happening right now in this life, any situations that have happened, definitely lighten the load. Kind of let go of the things that do not serve you anymore. Anything that happened that you regret or you hold grudges for, make sure you release them now because it's not going to serve you moving forward. It might hold you back for this new chapter. So keep that in mind. And I did get a good luck card. So it's saying that something good is going to be happening if you listen to that advice moving forward. Do you want to pull an advice card for
sure.
Jennifer? Cody's cards?
All right, Jennifer, don't listen to me because I am not a card reader whatsoever.
He's
I'm
better
just
than he
giving you
thinks he
my
is.
interpretation of what I think the card says. Heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. So basically, Jennifer, what this card is telling me is that at the end of the day, love is always the answer. No matter what you're going through, no matter how negative it is or positive it is, at the end of the day, as long as you have love for the situation, everything should turn out just fine in the end. It may not seem okay at the moment, but everything should turn out just fine at the end of the day.
That was very sweet. That was very sweet. Do we have time to do one more?
We have time to do, yeah.
Yeah?
Like two more.
Two more? Okay, yeah. We'll do another. Erin. All right.
Tammy. I see Erin in the background going like this.
I see her doing that too behind the scenes. I love when she does that. So the first card I got was confidence. So usually that means you need to have a lot of confidence moving forward. Something's going to happen where you might hit some obstacles, some road bumps. You might have to make some big decisions. You may not trust yourself fully in what you can do, but you need to have confidence moving forward because you can do some pretty amazing things and you can get yourself into some pretty amazing places. Okay, so you have to trust in yourself moving forward right now. I did get a transformation card and a trust card. So usually trust means trust your gut. Moving forward, again, like I said, you might be put in some obstacles or some situations where you may have to make some big decisions. You may have to let go of things or people. You may have to look after yourself. You need to trust what you feel. Even if you're standing alone, you need to stand for what you believe in and what your gut is telling you. You need to trust yourself moving forward. Hold on to that. The transformation card is usually saying you're going to go through a great change. You may, again, get new opportunities. You may decide to stand up for yourself in something or go for something you really want. You're going to kind of change and transform into a better version of yourself moving forward. So this situation that you either are currently going through or you will go through, you are going to have to, again, trust yourself, trust what you can do, stand up for yourself, and you're going to change through that positively. I'll pull just another one to make sure. Finding, usually that means finding yourself, finding answers, finding clarity. So this is saying you are going to be finding yourself, finding out some important things moving forward, okay? Through this transformation, this change, have confidence and trust in what's going on because there's a higher purpose that you're not putting together. So hold on to that. Do you want to pull an advice card?
Sure. All right. Tammy.
Hello, everybody.
The unknown. Do not fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons.
Oh, that's
So
really
basically, what this card is telling me, Tammy, is that sometimes unexpected things might be a little bit scary, especially when you don't know the outcome of what's going to happen with these things. But you have to realize that sometimes good things can be shrouded in darkness and very hard to see the true colors until light is shown on it. And you can't show light on it without opening the door fully and figuring out what's in there. So basically, what this is telling me is that sometimes the unknown can be scary, but in the end, once you figure out what it is, it's not as scary as you may have thought it could have been.
That was very nice. Good job. And it was weird how that card made sense for the reading. So she needs to be prepared for something moving forward.
You can do one more.
One more?
One more, Aaron.
Aaron.
We'll be doing more in the bonus show. So if you want information on the bonus show, it's in the description below.
That's kind of a guaranteed one. You'll definitely get one on the bonus show.
Yeah, we try to pick everybody in the bonus show. Gene.
Okay, Gene, the first one I got was boundaries. Usually that means that you need to put up some walls moving forward. There might be people or things that come into your life or situations that kind of push your boundaries, push what you're comfortable with. So this card is usually an advice card saying, put up those walls now, okay? People might be draining your energy, taking things from you and not really giving back to you in your energy. So put up those boundaries, know what you stand up for, what you believe in, and hold on to that. Let me pull another one. Truth. So you're going to come into some great truth, some great clarity moving forward. I did get a beginnings card. So usually that means starting from the beginning, there's going to be some big change. Something's going to happen. Like I mentioned in a previous reading, it's kind of a similar thing. There's going to be something new. So you're going to get some answers. You're going to get some clarity through putting up these boundaries. You may find out who's here for you and who's here to get something from you. You may realize that there's situations that when you put your boundaries up, the situations go away. You know, those obstacles kind of go away, and paves you a new path. So this is good for your development. Something is going to happen. It may not seem good in the moment, but it's going to lead to something good for you ultimately in the long run. I did get prosperity card. That is a very, very lucky card. That means good things, abundance, success is going to come to you after this situation. So it may seem like things go downhill a little bit or get bumpy, and then it's going to go up for you. There's going to be something good that comes out of this for you. Trust that. Okay. Do you have an advice card?
Sure. Gene. Gene. Clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace, there is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place. A gift from your guardian angels or your guides. Interesting.
Clarity.
Yeah.
She's going to find out a truth. Clarity. She's going to see a situation.
Yeah, so basically that's what this card is telling me is that something may come into light very soon. And again, I'm no professional card reader whatsoever, so don't believe what I say. But I'm just telling you what normal person reading this guy here. So something either is going to come that something is going to shine light on and open up and turn into something that you weren't expecting, or it's telling you in the future, don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe things that seem very confusing and disorienting are much clearer than what they seem. So I would just be mindful of that.
Thank you guys. Yes. If we did not get to you, please know we do these every show. Also, you could donate for as little as $3 and come to the Patreon bonus show and get some perks. And we will actually give you a reading that way as well. You will get a guaranteed one if you join by the end of the show and come on to our bonus show. Trust me, $3 goes a long way for our museum. We're so closer than ever. So anything helps. Thank you so much. But I will be doing readings on the bonus show as well. We're kind of running a little low on time.
Yes.
So
yeah, we'll be doing some on the bonus show for sure.
we will. Are there any
Alright.
questions we can get to? Or are we good right now? It just seems like everyone's kind of talking to each other in the chat right now.
Let me see here. There's one from Tigger Gal. Story and Cody, when was the very first time you did your method?
First time that we ever did the method that we knew of was when we first met in 2018. We didn't really put 2 and 2 together and figure out how it worked, or at least how we know it right now to work, until a couple months later, like 2019, maybe late 2018, 2019, when we started to put it together. So around that time, but we were able to do some pretty weird things before, and I think that just came together and made something a lot bigger than what we had experienced before. So around 2018, 2019.
Good question.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to jump into the final segment? And then
Yes.
if we have any other questions towards the end,
We'll tackle those.
We'll tackle them then.
All right.
Good?
Let's go.
All right.
Dude, this sickness is killing me. Okay, so for people that don't know this segment, we have these handy dandy little paddle signs here. And what we do is we take some of your questions for us, like who's most or least likely to scenario questions. Some have been saved. Some of you guys, some patrons have sent some to me. And there were some that we actually found online that were kind of fun, that I found online. So I threw those in the random mix. Okay. And we're going to answer who we think. So the first one, sorry if I've already asked these before. I kind of go through an old thing that has all of your guys' questions. Who's most likely to run towards a ghost instead of away from a ghost? 1, 2, 3.
I feel like you would in some situations.
I don't know. I mean, I'd definitely be more cautious. So maybe I'll say you. Who's least likely to believe a place is haunted in the beginning? Like I think that means like who's least likely to believe it's haunted first.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, least likely. Yeah, he's more skeptical from the get-go. I definitely rely on feelings more. So I think that's why. I think everything's haunted. I think Walmart's a haunted. If anybody's around there and they have loved ones on the other side, they're everywhere. Okay, it's just like normal. I see it just like normal. They're with us everywhere. It's crazy. Who's most likely to get possessed? 1, 2, 3. That is not true. And you know it, and that's why you're lying.
What's your reasoning?
Because you would be more likely to go, hey, let's touch that sketchy statue in this dark cave that says do not touch or you'll get possessed. I just want to see what happens. That's more you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. This one is a conjuring question.
Okay.
Okay. Who's most likely to sit in the conjuring house basement?
Oh. 1, 2, 3.
That is true. There was one time we were at the conjuring house cleaning up between an investigation. Okay. And there was a spirit box down in the basement, and I'm skeptical of spirit boxes. I went down to go collect that spirit box in the dark by myself because the lights were not working. And I went to the basement, and the spirit box literally said, come over here, or something like that. And I went, no. And I walked upstairs and I said, Cody, there is a spirit box down in the basement I need you to go get. You're like, wait, weren't you just down there? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get that spirit box. So that's definitely you.
Yeah, I have no problem sitting in the basement.
I'm okay.
I spent a lot of time in that basement.
Remember when the power went out? Yes. Like our first week on?
Yes.
And this man, it's late at night, like midnight. Nobody's in the house. He looks at me and the power goes out and he has to go turn the breaker after we heard drumming outside, by the way. He looks at me and goes, I need to play music because I don't want something to start talking to me. And walked into the house with no further comments. That was terrifying. I thought this was a horror movie. I was like, what do you mean you don't want things talking to you?
Well, it was like it had to be like 1 or 2 in the morning, right?
It was late. And the power just went out.
Nobody had booked the house. And I was like, nah, I have no problem going to bed. I'm just going to put music on. So I don't want to talk to anybody right
But
now.
you told me that you want to put it on because you don't want to hear things talking to
me,
you.
yeah.
That was terrifying. I'm
For
like,
you?
what do you mean? Elaborate. Who is least likely to be scared by a ghost?
Least likely to be scared by a ghost.
I'm going to say even.
Yeah, we can go even on that.
Because you're a jump scare kind of person. Who's most likely to make a joke and laugh at a bad time?
Joke and bad. Make a joke and laugh. Okay, ready, set, go.
No. Wait, maybe. Maybe it's both of us.
State the question again.
Who's most likely to make a joke and laugh at a really bad time? I don't know, because remember, like, there are times I've made jokes to you or just jokes in general, and people have gotten upset. And I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm funny. I'm sorry that my sense of humor is too much for you. But I can do that sometimes. Who's most likely to get haunted because a ghost finds them interesting? I think I already asked that one before, but we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
I pick you.
Okay,
That
why?
I could be either or of us. I just pick you.
Okay, that sounds about right. Who's most likely to get a spirit to talk to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not very talkative.
No, and you're more personable, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've intimidated people on
There's
accident.
a couple here in chat. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. Which one of you are the most stubborn? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, a little bit. I just think it will be better if it's done my way. That's it. I think that's it.
Which one of you is the most stubborn? Definitely her.
I just know how it should be. And I also have a bad mouth. So
who is most likely to be haunted by an animal or a pet?
Oh, I hope me.
Yeah, it would probably be her.
I hope so. I have so many pets that I hope are still around.
Nigel, who's most likely to use up all the hot water? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I do. I take really long showers.
If you was a lobster, you'd cook.
What?
If you were a lobster, you'd cook.
Maybe. Are there any others? Will be good.
Do you have any others?
This one says, who's least likely to get scared by a poltergeist? Which is a very fancy scenario. 1, 2, 3.
Why me?
You would least likely get scared.
Oh, least likely.
Yeah, that's what I think. I feel like you would walk in the room and see like all the chairs stacked on the table and just be like, oh, at least I can vacuum now. Like that's your kind of mindset. So that's my answer. That's so you. I can't. Who's most likely to wake up in the middle of the night, see a ghost or a demon? That's how it's worded, and just go back to sleep.
Me?
Yeah, I think so. I think you'd wake up and just be like, and go back to sleep.
Yeah,
that's how you
probably
are.
Wouldn't.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't.
And then I'd be like, Cody, there's literally this demon in the corner. Like, what are you talking about? That's the end of my list.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's one from Nigel. Who's more likely to complain, send back food at a restaurant?
So you're asking who's most likely to be a carrot. That's what you're asking. That's not true. I don't do that.
No, you don't, but most likely?
Okay.
I could
the issue.
Eat this bottle here and be perfectly fine with it.
The issue is if you order something and it's wrong, you will be afraid to tell them it's wrong. And I will be like, I'm not going to mean about it. I'm just like, hey, like he can't eat this. Like, can we just, I'm not mean. I'm not a Karen.
If it was
sorry if anybody's named Karen.
That's an allergic thing, like if something, then I would absolutely say send it back and stuff like that. But I'm not going to send something back if my steak's cooked funny.
I wouldn't do it for me. I would do it for other people. Like if I got something wrong, I'd just be like, aw, that kind of sucks. And then I'd deal with it.
Yeah.
But
I found out
if it's somebody else, I'm like, I got this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I could see like if you're missing something on your plate.
Yeah,
Like, oh, you're missing
maybe.
this.
You guys are getting us to think too hard.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We have a couple minutes left. Actually, we really don't have.
We really don't.
All right. Let me do a real quick rundown here. All right. Have you asked how well they see you?
That's a good question. We've been experimenting with that lately, and we realized there are some restrictions to what they can see, how much they can see and hear us. So that's really interesting. When we find out more, we'll definitely share it with you guys on the Patreon. Actually, I'll talk about it next thing.
If you could build your house out of one crystal, what kind of crystal would you use?
Labradorite, because I want it to flash, all shiny and colorful.
Well, do you ever think about going to a location that the old TAPS team investigated? Absolutely. We've been to a few of them.
Yeah, we're still checking into some. We might go back.
Have you ever communicated with somebody who had just passed?
Yes.
Yes.
But we don't talk about stuff like that very much because we don't want to seem like we're, talking about someone who just freshly passed with people that love them. We don't want to do that. That's not our thing.
Yeah. But really good questions all around. If you want to join in on the bonus show, support us on Patreon. Go to the description below. Click on the Patreon link. For as little as $3, you can check out the bonus show.
I'm doing readings.
So that's what Story's doing, this bonus show. And you don't have to, stay signed up. You can join for 1 month and then leave. And you have access to all the previous bonus shows as well. And it depends what tier you join. We'll send you a cake file, a postcard, all different things. Be sure to follow us on YouTube if you're not already, youtube.com/@Cody and Satori. Also follow Dead Air Full Spectrum on YouTube. A lot of cool things going on over there. One of my favorite shows over there is Extremely Strange. If you're into the creepy stories and things like that, definitely check that out. Ken does a good job with that. And of course, every other Thursday, opposite to us, is Aaron's show, Aaron and Carrie's show. So check that out as well if you're into the more metaphysical side of things and stuff like that. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, we will. We love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.